Yes. Coming to you live from my booster seat. I had to put a little bit of a booster on my seat because with the camera, see, like sometimes I use my iPhone to stream, but I don't always do that because you know just in case I get an email or a text or something, it could come in handy. But with this camera that I use, if I tilt the camera down too far, it's like the brightness goes crazy. I know I'm already a bright motherfucker. I'm already quite the light bright person. But I'm not that goddamn bright. So I figured let me elevate myself. So it worked out. We got Luke. Good evening, Luke. How you doing? We gonna have a decent stream tonight. You know what I'm saying? I figured we might as well come on. There's a little bit of stuff to discuss. Man, I don't know about the craziest shit, but some of the funniest shit of the week was that man, Trump selling these damn Bibles. Bro, that shit is so hilarious. Yeah, this was a short week. It's fucking Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I gotta figure out right, I'm on late tonight. I gotta figure out how to well I'm almost I'm actually I think by probably by the end of the weekend I will have paid off. I've been paying off uh bills and stuff that I've been behind on for months. And I think by Sunday I'll be done with that, which is really good, which is great. Fantastic. So I'll just have that off my shoulders, and then I'll just have to keep paying regular bills, but I won't be behind anymore, so it'll be easier. So that's nice. Alonzo, brother, how you doing? We got Jeremy, Mike Boy was popping. What's going on? And then, oh shit, yeah, nah, man. Um, I'm just reading y'all comments. But yeah, so I don't even remember where I was at. But anyway, we got a few things to discuss today. But yeah, the damn Trump Bibles, hilarious. Sam Bankman-Fried, he got 25 years, which we'll discuss with that. And on the one hand, you could say he should have gotten life, but honestly, his life's over. I mean, look, at the end of the day, 25 years is a long time. He ain't never gonna be able to do nothing remotely similar to that again. So on the one hand, he could have got more time, but on the other hand, it's like 25 years is quite some time, and he's done. And then we got a couple other things. And then there's this guy um named Will Blunderfield. And I don't know if any of y'all have seen him. Bro, he doesn't even seem like like a bad guy or anything. It's nothing like that. Man, this is one of the most wild, uh, free balling, live free motherfuckers you ever seen. Free spirited. It's so hilarious though because it's like he's like a shaman, and he has a really hard time just like accepting that he's gay. So what he does is he like tries to explain the gay away with like, well, thousands of years ago, our Spartan warrior ancestors before battle, they used to, stuff like that. Like he'll be like the Greeks and the Spartans, like, nah, man, you just like dudes, and it's cool. You feel me? But you'll see what I'm saying. Why it's funny because like it's hilarious. Y'all gotta see it. But it's like he's like, no, I'm not gay. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as it's like it's cool, man. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right, man. But yeah, so we gonna look into that. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and open up with Will Blunderfield. I'm telling y'all, we gonna start off just extra crazy today. Oh, we got Annie in the building. What's going on? How you doing? I need to email you back. Sorry about that. But no, this dude is hilarious, man. And it's a bit wild, you feel me? But it's like just look at it.
Lingam means pillar of light and are really great places to massage because they've got so many nerve endings in them that relate to the entire body. So in my classes, we get naked and we literally massage our cocks together.
So again, like he does stuff like that, and it's cool, but it's like, bruh, but it'd be like, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. It's just it's my Spartan ancestry. Like, bro, it's okay, man. It's all right. It's all right. And like he's on Instagram, and it's like every post he's like, no. It's interesting, but he man, we
And this is called
there's a
penis
few videos.
reflexology.
This is a
I
diagram.
just wanted to
in
play
terms of
this to set it up so that y'all can see what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like it's all right, man. Just go ahead and come out. He used to be a musician. I think he still is, and he actually is fairly talented. But he was on one of these comedian shows. Y'all probably have seen some of the memes and stuff like that. He hold on, here we go.
All right, we're back.
I don't know this guy's name, but he's pretty famous. But you probably saw the Double Soul Shaman. This guy is just he's something else.
A real special treat for everybody who works here, who watches, and who listens. You know him as the Double Soul Shaman. It is William Blunderfield, everybody. Let him hear it. Give a big round of applause.
Good to see you guys. It's so nice to be in Texas.
And at the same, and like he's a bit much, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not even like he's a bit much. He definitely is a bit much. He goes there. He has some pretty hardcore kinks, which is cool. You feel me? Which is cool. But it's like no, this is all in the name of like aligning with the spiritual energies of the cosmos. And it's like, nah, bro, you just linking up with people and having orgies. Like that's all you're doing. Like it's all good.
It's great.
You look even better in person.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
I mean,
so
you look so
One of the
handsome
things
in your videos.
we comment on a lot is just like how great your skin looks.
Thank you.
And
I
your
feel the same about you guys.
I gotta check this guy out. Endless Entertainment.
Oh,
And
please.
You especially, like you've always looked good, but
Thank
you
you.
have lost some weight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you been working out a bit?
Yeah, working out, eating
Nice.
different. Yeah.
And then I heard testosterone injections.
Right
Here,
in the
push the
butt.
microphone.
I got a wicking effect.
Yeah.
How do you? I want to know this because, like, you know, we see you in clips usually, and like I remember there was a video where you said,
But then, like again, like he'll be like, well, he's a double soul shaman, Alonzo. That's why he's shirtless. You know what I'm saying? So again, like everything is like earthy and spiritual. But like he gets into these things where he talks about these ancient warrior rituals, and it's like, bro, you live in Canada and you're like tiny. Like, what you preparing for battle for? You just organize orgies, and it's cool. Like, do your thing, but you don't have to explain all of that away with all of this spirituality.
like, you know, all these men's workshops. They're like the warrior.
The nicknames he has is crazy. I'm not even gonna play too much of this. We gonna have to keep some of this for like a separate episode. But I'm just giving y'all a little bit of an introduction. You know what I'm saying? Like, go check out Will Blunderfield. You will not be sorry.
This and all that.
Yeah.
And you're like, they don't do what the Spartans or the samurai did, like nipple sucking and ball sniffing taints and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, get warrior rituals. Like you and your bestest bros just get together in a circle and sniff each other's sniff each other's nutsacks. And if you don't do that, then you don't really know your bro. Yeah, warrior wankers, exactly. It's like, bruh, just go ahead. I think he's on Pornhub. Like, bruh, just go ahead and capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, capitalize on that. Go ahead and set you up I know he's on OnlyFans too. He's on everything. Like, bruh, just capitalize.
How do you learn? How did you learn that that's what these ancient, you know, warriors did?
Well, so I did the degree in psychology. Roll your eyes up and feel a connection from your nuts to crown.
Like, he's this guy. I'm gonna play this and then we gonna move on. Just again, I'm giving y'all a little bit of a taste. This guy he's something else, man. You gotta look him up.
Point.
Substitute Coke for Kundalini yoga. Russell Brand calls it the cocaine of yoga.
We'll see, Torchy. Well, I'm glad we have a Greek person in here. See, that's what's so funny about it is it's like he like basically, you know, he's always talking about how him and his bros get together and do this and that. But then he's like, but it's not gay. It's not gay. I'm not gay. And it's like he argues with himself. You know what I mean? Like he'll literally be on Instagram and like almost every single post is him trying to explain how none of this is gay. And it's like, bro, you're literally arguing with yourself right now. Like, just do your thing, man. It's okay. It's all right.
Yoga, I agree. I did some Kundalini yoga this morning
What's
by the water.
what's Kundalini yoga?
Kundalini yoga. So basically, it's like a lot of chanting and rapid breath work. We have something called ego modifier because you need ego in this life to survive.
Yeah.
You when the ego's balanced, it's like the glue that keeps your soul in your body. So we have like the Kundalini pose that goes like this. You're pumping your navel in and out. And then you do that for like 3 minutes. Inhale, suspend your breath, squeeze your anus, sex organ, navel point. Roll your eyes up and feel a connection from your nuts to crown.
see again, like it's like, and he just goes crazy with this. And this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing.
You can just hear the traditional Kundalini yogis just being like, oh my God, he's bastardized.
We'll cook out the goodness and the protein.
You put it in at the end. Feel your anus, feel your third eye. Inhale.
Okay, here we go. This is one of
holy hole.
one of the clips that that was going viral. I'm gonna play this and then we gonna move on. I'm telling Will Blunderfield, look him up. You know, if you don't have anything to do, the weekend's coming up. If you don't have anything to do, or you know, you're not really gonna go out spending any money. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, that's nuts to crown. That's the other thing too. His linguistics are insane. Look, listen. He instead of like penis or dick, he calls dicks hummus cannons, which is both hilarious and disgusting. Because if it's coming out like hummus, you might want to go get that checked out. But he calls them hummus. I mean, the guy's it's insanity. Like it's pure insanity.
Because when you can squeeze and release my anus at least 300 times a day.
Oh.
Because if you have a loose anus, he says that you leak out the best of the best energy of your organs right through your anus. So if you're doing anal sex, you should always squeeze and release your anus after just to reappropriate its athleticism.
Yeah, after this, he about to get into like some like ritual you can do.
My teacher says, no asshole, no holy.
No asshole, no holy hole. Like, why are you trying to make this shit so like spiritual and magical? You just a bunch of freaks doing what you want to do. Like, and it's cool.
hole. Because
yes,
when you
exactly, he's so much of a Spartan warrior. It comes with a thick texture of strength.
you can, all you really need to get high, you don't need coke, you don't need drugs, you don't need alcohol. You just need a rectum and a third eye. You do your breath of fire, for example. Feel your anus, feel your third eye. Inhale. Squeeze that beautiful anal ring and feel it connected with your nuts, your anus, and your third eye, which is basically your pineal gland in the center of the brain at the apex of the ear, slightly to the back.
Amazing.
No asshole, no holy hole. If you take away one thing from today's...
it gets much crazier than this, but I wanted to introduce y'all to Will Blunderfield. And again, it's like, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, just at all. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, you're gay, and it's cool. Just accept it. And it's like his Instagram is nothing but him arguing with himself publicly. It's like, bro, it's all right. But yeah, check him out, everybody. Will Blunderfield. We don't have to get deeper into that. But oh God. Yeah, I thought he's from Canada, you know what I'm saying? So you know that he can't be that bad. Yeah, he's from Canada. All right, so and we're gonna talk a little bit too. I got something pulled up about this. I mean, you know, like the with Truth Social and how much it's worth and Trump's wealth, and it's just so much BS. Because don't nobody use Truth Social and ain't nobody advertising on Truth Social. Oh yeah, Mary, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It gets intense. It gets really intense. But no, we gonna continue to find people like that. Should I fuck around, try to interview him at some point? Because again, he doesn't seem like a bad guy at all. He's just committed. He's just committed to his ways. He just needs to stop trying to convince himself that he's not gay, because you are, and that's fine, bro. Like, it's cool. Just you do your thing. You let everybody know what you do. It's fine. Yeah, we don't even need to look at this meme stock stuff with Trump right now, because I mean, who gives a damn? We already know what's up with that. All right, let's check out Miss Laura Ingraham real quick. Fox's Laura Ingraham scoffs at notion Trump demands loyalty after her network slavishly repeated his election lies to the tune of almost $800 million.
Look, Democrats and the corporate media have gotten themselves into a huge mess here. They're in their bunkers, they're refusing to change their minds on issues, or even they don't even want to be in the same room with someone with whom they have disagreements. Now, what's funny about this is they accuse Trump of this very thing. It's the usual projection that they engage in. They said that he demanded complete loyalty. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. The ugly truth is, the price one has to pay to be in their club, the media or in national politics on the left, is total and complete loyalty.
That was like every Fox News segment in history. That's all that was right there. Absolutely nothing unique about that. Oh, we got some stuff. Oh, we got some Trump Jr., Don Jr. stuff coming up. But let's go ahead and get into this. Sam Bankman-Fried. I mean, there's really not even that much to say or talk about. But I mean, honestly, what was it, $8 billion that he stole from people, and that only lasted for a couple of years, which is crazy. It's like you basically only got a couple of months worth of that. Like Bernie Madoff, he did that shit for decades. Sam Bankman-Fried only lasted, my man's only lasted literally like 2 or 3 years doing that shit. All right. Sam Bankman-Fried sentenced to 25 years in prison for his role in collapse of FTX crypto exchange. Former cryptocurrency billionaire Sam Bankman-Fried was sentenced Thursday to 25 years behind bars for his role in perpetrating one of the largest financial crimes in U.S. history. He did that so quick. Bankman-Fried, 32. He's my age. That's crazy to think. Like, bro, because people can throw their lives away for all kinds of reasons, but this was so voluntary. Like, you had absolutely no need to do this. I mean, like he could have, if he would have just been a little bit less greedy, he could have had FTX would have still been going. If he wasn't so egregious, it could have been going at least for a while. And if nothing else, he wouldn't have went down like this, because there's so much fraud within the cryptocurrency with the industry anyway, which is a lot of what, shut it down. It's still going, obviously, but in terms of how much speculation there used to be within it, that shit's dead now. But yeah, I mean, I'm 32, and it's like I'm grown, but I still have my whole adult life left ahead of me. Like, I'm basically just now like a true, real adult, and I feel it in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my, not just being in my physical prime, because as a man in your 30s, you're just stronger than you are in your 20s. You might not be as quick, but you're stronger. But also just the way I think, and the opportunities available to me, how I can move about the world, stuff like that. And it's like, right as this dude got to his real adulthood, it's over for him. And he never needed to do any of this shit. He had an incredible education, very successful parents, absolutely no need. You know what I mean? So, okay, so he was convicted in November of 7 counts of fraud, conspiracy, and money laundering, along with other charges of conspiracy to commit commodities and securities fraud. So many glaring red flags about him, too, that anybody could have spotted if they just weren't so damn greedy. Because, I mean, people were just thinking about quick, easy money at the end of the day with this shit. Otherwise, they wouldn't have backed this nappy-headed fucking, I play Dungeons and Dragons in the middle of investment meetings because I'm such a brilliant genius. I play word, I do word puzzles. What, like, and they would like laud that like that. Oh, he's so brilliant that he plays Sudoku while in the midst of billion-dollar discussions. Like, no, he's just like autistic or something. Like, I'm pretty sure he is. Like, I'm like, that's all that. Like, what are you talking about? You motherfuckers just wanted to make a whole bunch of money real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy, and then this dude went on. I can't remember this journalist's name, but he's a banking journalist. This motherfucker went on there and literally described his operation as a Ponzi scheme. And they said, "So you're running a Ponzi scheme?" Like, no, this guy's no genius. He's just a fucking luck. He's a con artist who got lucky for a little bit. He got lucky for a little bit. That's it. Bankman-Fried faced up to 110 years under federal sentencing guidelines, but prosecutors had called for Judge Lewis Kaplan to sentence Bankman-Fried to between 40 and 50 years in prison for what they described as a historic fraud. Bankman-Fried's attorneys had argued for a sentence of no more than 6.5 years, saying he was unlikely to reoffend. 6.5 years? Man, get the fuck out of here. 6.5 years. What the hell? Bro, 6.5 years for the biggest fraud, one of the biggest financial frauds in US history. No, there's no way that was ever gonna happen. Get the fuck out of here. Again, you could say that he should have gotten life and that if it was someone else, they would have gotten life. But at the end of the day, his life's over. 25 years in the can is a long time, and he might not survive it. I mean, he might not for a number of reasons. It could be for so many reasons that he might not survive, but he probably will. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like he's done. What the hell is he gonna do when he gets out? Yeah, he definitely thought that he was gonna get away with it. But yeah, no, he's done, man. What else can he do? Justice served, really. I mean, honestly, his life's done. Um, at the hearing Thursday, Kaplan said the 25-year sentence reflected, quote, that there is a risk that this man will be in position to do something very bad in the future, and it's not trivial to risk at all. The judge added that there is, quote, for the purpose of disabling him to the extent that can appropriately be done for a significant period of time. For 25 years is a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he like Bernie Madoff, how old was he when he ended up getting arrested? I mean, he was up there. He had already basically lived his life. Now, what that they better not let this man out early. All right, where we at? Attorneys for Bankman-Fried argue that their client never intended to do. How do you accidentally steal billions of dollars? My bad. And that was literally his defense. Yeah, I'm MJ. I think you're right. He was in his 70s. He was up there. So when he got the life sentence, it was like you done. But man, but no, this is always. I had no clue. Like, what do you mean you had no clue? You the one at the top of the food chain. Who could have known this? Quote: Sam was not a ruthless financial serial killer who set out every morning to hurt people. Why did they even need it? This is such garbage. Why did they even need to put this in there? Like, yeah, if he was violent, then that would have been included in the charges if he was violent and stuff like that. But like, what the hell? Like this is such a BS statement. Oh, he didn't mean to hurt anybody. No, but he did though, man. Like it wasn't just rich people who lost money, which ultimately is what got, did him in. But I mean, a lot of people lost savings and all types of funds that they had, lost all types of collateral. Nah, he ruined a lot of people's lives. Although Bankman Fried is expected to appeal his conviction, former federal prosecutor Audrey Spector said there's little chance that the verdict would be reversed. Of course not, because what for? You know what I mean? What's the point of reversing this verdict? Sam Bankman Fried has nothing to offer to anybody. Not at this point. He doesn't. So no, that will not be reversed. There is nothing anyone can do about that. Adding that while Bankman Fried could have received an even lengthier sentence, I don't think SBF and his family are celebrating a 25-year term. I mean, bro, people are gonna forget about this dude, and anytime his name comes up, he'll just be that fraud guy. Oh, you remember back when the crypto craze? Remember when everybody was going crazy and after 2020 and crypto and NFTs? Like that's what he'll be. Um, quote, I suppose I was somewhat in the middle. I realized right away that this time and this crime was different, that the judge was actually going to hold him accountable for his actions, said Sanat Alambek. Sanat Alambek, business law professor at Case Western Reserve University. Alambek compared Bankman Fried's sentence to that of disgraced Silicon Valley entrepreneur Elizabeth Holmes, who is serving a term of 11 and a half years in prison for defrauding investors. And she didn't, I guess hers wasn't quite as big. Her her fraudulence was not as notable, I suppose. Oh, yeah. So then Bernie Madoff was even more sinister. He did that shit for years, man. At the sentencing hearing, Bankman-Fried apologized to his former FTX colleagues. Reuters reported, quote, they put a lot of themselves into it, and I threw that all away. It haunts me every day, Bankman-Fried told the judge, adding, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about what happened at every stage. Things I should have done and said, things I shouldn't have. So that put warmth into my soul. That dry ass apology. Hey, but that's probably about as good as you gonna get. Oh, look at yeah. They're disgraced, man. Like some shit just ain't worth it. Some shit just is not worth it. Yes, mandatory rich people therapy. Absolutely. We have to keep an eye on motherfuckers who don't get told no very often. What are they doing? They don't get told no often, but the yeses aren't always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Which can drive you crazy. Which can drive you crazy when you know that the only reason you get what you want is because you got the means to get it. Whether motherfuckers like it or not. Oh, what's up? What we got? We got Liz Cheney. Uh yeah, that's basically what Sam Bankman Fried. He talks like this. He's like, I really fucked up and it was I'm sorry. He doesn't really have that much to say either. But that's basically how he speaks. Like he doesn't stutter. Like he doesn't really stutter, but he just kind of it's just kind of how he talks. He doesn't say much and his voice is kind of not very confident, which I mean, of course, it's just who he is. Which again is like why it's so hilarious why all these investors try to pretend like, he's just so brilliant. Like, are you motherfuckers paying attention? Because nah, he's not really. I mean, he's smart. He can do puzzles and shit, and he's good with numbers, but what else? You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Oh yeah. Hey, well, see, my thing on the 25 years is it's like, yeah, I definitely think he should have got longer. But at the end of the day, he's done. I mean, he's done. He destroyed his life, and everybody who enabled it. I mean, they're responsible for that. I mean, by the time Sam Bankman-Fried gets out of prison, I'm gonna be about 60, almost 60 years old. Because he the same age as me. And what the hell is he gonna do by then? Okay. Liz Cheney draws big crowd in Iowa. Argues Trump's January 6th trial must happen before the election. He knows how damaging that will be. Well, I don't think um we got Christina in the building. I could agree with this a little bit. I think I think it depends on the severity of the scam. I think it depends on the severity. Um but like if you're just kind of a general like street scammer, I could work with this. But if you're somebody who like scams on like an institutional level, then then we get into the territory of examples need to be set in order for order to remain. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely I think this is pretty reasonable, but I think that once you start to get bigger, then you gotta put the hammer down. Otherwise, people are gonna notice that you didn't put the hammer down. But yeah, generally speaking, I think that's pretty fair. All right, what's she talking about?
Every time Donald Trump says that the select committee, somehow suppressed evidence.
But yeah, I don't think as far as I know, I'm not sure, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think that the election interference trial is going to happen before the election. I'm curious to see what's going to end up happening. Like, because I mean, as soon as I think there's like a 6 month wait period that Trump has to wait before he can sell any of his shares in True Social. Um, I mean, there's just and he's selling Bibles and shit, so there's just so much. There's so much going on.
Or that there's secret or hidden evidence. People should know that Donald Trump has all of that evidence. He has all of the transcripts from the select committee. If you go back to October of last year, the special counsel explained that they had produced everything, including transcripts that the select committee had to return to the White House and the Secret Service. Donald Trump has had all of that since August of 2023. He's had it. He also has all of the testimony that the special counsel has all the testimony from the grand jury. And so Donald Trump knows what the most senior members of his administration, his vice president, his attorney general, his acting attorney general, his acting secretary of defense, he knows what all of those people said to the grand jury, and he knows how damaging that will be to him. And so, when he now is pushing this idea that a president should have complete immunity against any criminal prosecution for anything he does in office, and he's pushed this appeal to the Supreme Court, I think it's very important.
The craziest thing about all of this is that this entire push, this entire swing of, the process that we're in, is all for the sake of Donald Trump's petty fight to stay out of prison. It's all about him. This is all about one person. And it's not even about like his political ambitions. It's not about any of that shit. It's just about his personal petty problems. That's all it's about. And yet, it's changing the fabric of the nation. It's amazing.
That the Supreme Court recognize that what he's doing is a delaying tactic, and that the American people, it cannot be the case that a president of the United States can attempt to overturn an election and seize power, and that our justice system is incapable of holding a trial, of holding him to account before the next election. That cannot be the case. And the Supreme Court,
I mean, I don't really have any other commentary to give other than what I've already said on that. It was just something to check out. Let's see. Oh, they trying to get me to. Oh, what is this? We got some Elon Musk. I forgot I even had that up. Yo, Elon Musk he's so whack. He's so whack. And you're gonna see what I'm saying. Not that you didn't know that, but you'll laugh at this. You said Liz resents Trump for being interesting. How is this guy able to command such a strong swath of the GOP? Yo, but who was that person? Who was it? I can't remember who it was, but they was talking about Ronna McDaniel, and they was like that she changed her name just so that Trump would stop talking about it, because it was like Romney McDaniel or something, because Romney's her uncle or some shit like that, and she changed her name. That is unbelievably pathetic. Unbelievably pathetic. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you know what's so crazy about it all? At the end of the day, Donald Trump ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna do a goddamn motherfucking thing to nobody. You know, his little people might rummage and talk stuff to you online, you know, and if you're a politician, you might lose an election. But other than that, Trump ain't gonna do shit. The fuck is he gonna do besides make 50 posts about you on True Social? You know, he ain't gonna do nothing. But you know, these people are a bunch of cowards, so they don't see it that way. Let's see. Yep, here we go. We got Republicans trying their damnedest to take away democracy. What's new? What is new? Kentucky bill strips governor of power to appoint senator. The Kentucky Senate sent a bill to Governor Andy Beshear, Democrat. He's the one he beat. I can't remember what his name was, but he was a black Republican running in Kentucky. And again, a lot of these races we're seeing are because Republicans' position. They're not even just their position, but their clear willingness to take away abortion rights. It's just so unpopular. The bill seeks to hold special elections for Senate vacancies in Kentucky, according to the Associated Press. The legislation's passage through the state Senate follows the late February announcement that Senator Mitch McConnell, 82, would step down from his position as Senate Minority Leader at the end of the year. Republican State House Majority Floor Leader Stephen Rudy, the bill's main sponsor, has said the legislation doesn't have to do with McConnell, but rather his position on how a vacant Senate seat should be filled, per the AP. The Kentucky State Senate sent the bill to Beshear in a 34-3 vote. Damn. According to the AP, Beshear, a Democratic governor in a deeply red state, has pushed back against the bill as having a background in partisanship. His speech announcing his decision to leave his leadership position last month, McConnell said he is not going anywhere anytime soon. However, I will complete my job my colleagues have given me until we select a new leader in November and they take the helm next January. McConnell said he started taking a second look at his career plans following the death of his sister-in-law, Angela Chow. I'm thinking about Trump right now after the things he said about McConnell's wife in a car crash in early February. When you lose a loved one, particularly at a young age, there's a certain introspection that accompanies the grieving process. Perhaps it is God's way of reminding you of your own life's journey to prioritize the impact of the world that we will all inevitably leave behind, he said, noting his recent birthday. I turned 82 last week. The end of my contributions are closer than I'd prefer. Fucking Eeyore. They was like, no, we can't let this Democratic governor have anything to do with process. Oh, it won't be long before Teddy. It won't be long before all these motherfuckers has hit me up for something. I guarantee you that, because they've already done it in the past, and they're gonna do it again. They will. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I guarantee you that motherfuckers is going. They doing it now. They gonna keep doing it, and that's why we gonna keep this thing moving. We gonna keep this train moving forward. We gonna keep on working. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what's up. That's what you got to do, man. You got to keep on working. You got to readjust, put plans into action. You got to understand process. You can't do everything at once. You know what I mean? You got to understand timing, but you got to hack away at it one day at a time. You got to always be doing something, man. Because if you're not, then ain't nothing gonna happen. All right, let's see what's up. Yes, my McConnell and my Ron DeSantis is quite on point. Okay, whatever. We don't need to go over this. Okay, let's do this one because this is very real. This is very real. They don't have the courage to say the N-word. Baltimore mayor rips those, calling him the DEI mayor. No, yeah, did y'all see that? The tweets would be like, this DEI, this DEI mayor, look at what he had to say. Look at this DEI mayor. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
And second in the nation for export of coal, and not just coal for black people, Republicans, coal for everybody. Joining me now is Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott. I will allow you, Mayor Scott, if you choose to do so, to respond to the tomfoolery and attacks on you for having the nerve to be black and also a mayor.
Well, I think, listen, I know, and we all know, and you know very well, that black men and young black men in particular have been the boogeyman for those who are racist and think that only straight, wealthy white men should have a say in anything. We've been the boogeyman from them since the first day they brought us to this country. And what they mean by DEI, in my opinion, is duly elected incumbent. We know what they want to say, but they don't have the courage to say the N-word. And the fact that I don't believe in their untruthful and wrong ideology, and I am very proud of my heritage and who I am and where I come from, scares them, because me being at my position means that their way of thinking, their way of life of being comfortable and suffering, and while everyone else suffers, is going to be at risk, and they should be afraid, because that's my purpose in life.
And by the way, you know, the coded racism, before we even knew the nationalities of the men, Maria Bartiromo was out there talking about open borders and trying to somehow signal that they wanted to go after the brown people too, because of course that is their other target. We know that the men who were doing this hard construction work overnight, trying to fix the potholes on this bridge, working very hard, were Latino. And so that's now on the table too. We know that this ship, which came from Singapore, was piloted by a very heroic crew from India whose Mayday call saved lives, not maybe saved lives, but did. So this is a full-throated attack But this is also what America is. It is people of multiple races who do the hard work to make America work and literally make it work. Talk about the importance of this port and how quickly you believe it will be back up and working.
Well, first I have to talk about those lives that we lost. Those folks came to this country to fulfill the American dream, the dream that they say should exist for everyone, but they really mean just for them. They were working, filling potholes in the middle of the night so all of us used that bridge could transit, had better transit. This port is one of the most important, not just in the U.S., but in the world. And these folks that depend on these jobs, we are going to be working very quickly alongside and following the lead of our federal government, our state government, supporting in every way we can to get this port open back up. But we have to do that safely, in the right way, to make sure that nothing else happens in the getting it back up and working. We're going to do that each and every day. Everybody is working here together. We're ignoring all the conspiracy theorists, everyone who's playing bridge engineer at home, who's never even taken a class on engineering, and understanding that what this is about is showing the world once and again that Baltimore can't be broken, that
And two, like it just like how online so much of life has become. You know what I mean? Just random people saying, saying stuff like this. I had other stuff pulled up, but there were like some tweets where it was like this DEI mayor. But yeah, no, it's really not coded at all. Oh god, no, this is too damn long. Hold on, let's see. I might be tripping. What? I don't even, my bad. I had something pulled up, but I don't even understand what I'm looking at. It was like some type of a story, but it's like it was just the way the page was set up is just crazy. Okay, again, like I said, another day to laugh at Elon Musk because he's so lame. Elon Musk unfollows Grimes after she debuts new boyfriend. Like, dude, like how, bro? How old are you? How old is she? You didn't think that she was gonna keep dating people, and you're not exactly somebody that people are fond of. So like, what? How, like, bro? This man is 50 something. Why are you even on Twitter that much? X. He's such a lame. It was just funny. There's really nothing to say about it. It's just hilarious. Like, dude, oh god. Okay, now let's see what's up with this real quick. Cutting up fat rails of journalism. The Daily Show roasts Don Jr. by reviving cocaine news gag.
Want a news show that parties?
I literally did not go to sleep on Friday night.
Watch Cocaine News with your host, Donald Trump Jr.
The cocaine.
Yeah, bro, it really is so obvious that this dude be coked out. It's so painfully obvious.
Want a news show that parties?
I literally did not go to sleep on Friday night.
Watch Cocaine News with your host, Donald Trump Jr.
The cocaine addict who happens to be the son of the president.
Hot takes.
I know you're not allowed to talk about the great replacement theory.
Hard drugs.
Going 172 in a car while smoking crack.
And all the finger quotes you can handle.
Dangers of disinformation.
He called it blackface. Lost part of his penis.
Cutting up fat rails of journalism.
They checked a couple boxes and maybe there's bombs blown up and he's scrolling at the little window. The political persecution.
That's pure uncut news candy.
It's Republican drama, yada, yada, yada. We have no idea. This isn't like my job.
Cocaine News.
Watch this. All right, we're having a little trouble pulling up the video.
Weekends, 3 a.m.
What?
Weekends, 3 a.m. But nah, yeah, this dude, he's always it's so obvious that he is coked out, man. I mean, you really don't even have to know that much about the drug and how it impacts people for you to feel like, why is he jittery, and why is he looking like that and acting like that? But listen, we had a good Thursday stream. It was gonna be a shorter one, but I thought, we might as well go ahead and do it. But we had a shorter stream today. But I got to eat. I gotta get me a workout in, and I got a little bit of work to do, just a little bit of work, not too much though, nothing crazy. But I want to start, like I said, a couple days out of the week, like doing other shows where we have discussions and just fun, cool stuff instead of, like just like a stream where we chop stuff up. So next week we're gonna start getting into other kinds of content a couple of days a week, which will just make everything better. And I'm gonna let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be on. Let me make sure it's not tomorrow because I don't. Oh yeah, I'll be on Indisputable tomorrow. So check me out on Indisputable. And next month I'm gonna be on TYT quite a bit. So y'all have a fantastic evening, and I